Hey everybody. I am in possession of the most raved about mascara that I have heard of in a long time. This is the Milani, along with L'Oreal's Telescopic. I haven't tried that one. But this is the Milani highly rated tubing mascara. And I'll admit I was very tempted to order through Thrive. And then I happened upon some reviews about this. So, being financially prudent, I decided I would give this a try first, and if it doesn't live up to any of my hopes or expectations, then I'll give Thrive a try. Is it me, or has packaging just gotten like increasingly tough to get into? Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara by Milani, like I said, highly rated. So I am so hyped up to try this because of all the hype. So I am going to give it a test on my stubby little eyelashes to see what it can do. You guys know some of my favorites: the Clinique High Impact Man Eater by Tarte, the Bare Minerals Strength and Lengthen, love that one. And I don't know, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I'm leaving someone out. All right, so we're just going to jump right in because I cannot wait a moment longer. So we'll just do a real quick get ready with me and chit-chat. I'm opting out of a foundation for today, and I'm going to just use my... What? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to just use my Wet n Wild. Oh, let me grab it off of where it just flung itself onto my thumb. This is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator that I did a video on when it first came out. And this is a great alternative if you like a lighter coverage. This is a great alternative to foundation. It's very hydrating and it gives a nice glow to the skin. I really like this stuff. Rub that in. This, because it's more of a hydrator than a foundation, I do use my fingers. And just see how pretty that is, that glow, that nice, it just refreshes your skin and makes it smooth and silky looking. Almost like a sun-kissed kind of, you know, like you sat out in the sun for a day. You could also apply this very easily with a sponge. This is nice. It's kind of almost like it's not there. And it's so moist, and I feel like that's what I need right now. On top of all of my 15 moisturizers that I pile on a day. Kind of breeze over that just to make sure that it's completely smooth and even. Nice, and I have my e.l.f. Rose Gold palette, and here that palette is. Now, speaking of, okay, so my nails, I grabbed this off the clearance rack in Walmart. It's by LA Colors, I believe. Yeah, LA Colors. And it was 3 cents for the bottle. But as I started to apply it, I realized why. It was it's not the best formulation and it has an absolutely wretched brush. But if I change out the brush, the color is so pretty. There's the color, but it just, you know, it's this particular color. I can't speak for all of their line, but this one was rough. It was, you know, I would smooth it across my nail and it would have gullies of bareness and then a strip of thick polish, which, you know, obviously can also come from the brush, but it's quite a time getting my nails like this. This palette, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes, and they are these two right here, and then those two right there. This latest one is actually a shimmer, Sigma 60 large shader, and I'm going to cover my entire eyelid with this rose color right there. So my day at work was fairly good. How was yours? No major issues, just busy, 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 busy. I cannot wait until it is summer. I'm telling you, I am so exasperated with turtlenecks. And, you know, I had the Mad for Matte palette by e.l.f. I think I had this, there were two, I believe, and I can't remember which one I had. You know, I really need to find that because I loved that. I believe I did a video on that too. So, you know, their formulas are, look at the color payoff on that. Their formulas are really good. So, okay, so I've got my base color down. I am going to move across now with, oops, I thought that was it. Okay, so now my E70 in for the corner, which I'm going to use that one right there. I don't know what color that is, but it's really pretty, like a rust. This one I'm going to just put right here, a little bit into my crease. Look at how rich that is. That's so pretty. And for being one of the more less expensive eyeshadows, I really do not find these difficult to work with. You know, some of the less expensive ones that I've tried and done videos on, you have to really work and work and work. These to me are fairly effortless and absolutely gorgeous. This is so pretty. I really didn't even mean to put quite that much on of this, but it was so pretty. Once I got going with it, I was just like, yep. Take my smaller shading brush, my E55, and I'm gonna go in with that pumpkin spice almost, kind of. Just dabbing that right in that corner over top of the really beautiful rust, just to give some depth and shading. Carry a teensy bit of this darkest brown right there, just where I'm forming my crease. Beautiful, beautiful. Just gonna step inward in the middle of my eye with this one now, the camel color one, and then I'm going to just start adding touches of this, flipping the brush over, and I'm gonna go into that really pretty soft gold out to the corner. Very pretty. I think I want to try this middle one right in here, and I'm going to go over that a little bit with the brighter gold shimmer. Work up this brightest one right in here to tighten up, just inward and pulling it up to my eyebrow, just to give my eye another little extra lift. Tubing mascara. All right, so I will admit I don't know what I'm doing with this. I have never tried a tubing mask. Okay, so the wand looks typical. So I had placed an order on Ulta. They had a sale where it was free shipping. I'm using my Bridgerton palette mirror because it's a lovely large mirror. And that way I can see what I'm doing. All right, so let's go for it. Now, my lashes are not curled and they are bare. I really want a true feel of what this stuff does. Wow. All right, 2 swipes in, and there's already a huge difference. Maybe I should have read the directions on the package. I'm not noticing anything different than a normal mascara. I don't see any directions on how to use because they probably expect people to know it's a mascara, for crying out loud. But I want to make sure that I'm doing it, you know, how many coats? You know, what am I supposed to do? I'm trying to be very technical with this. Oh, okay, it's coming together now. It's very thick. Look at the difference. It's definitely lengthening and thickening. Okay, so it is doing a great job, but I'm not seeing a huge difference between this and the other favorites that I have. I'm going to move on to the other eye. Maybe I need to let it set for a moment and go back to it. I really just kind of want this to come to life on camera. And I heard that when you remove this, it comes off in like tubes. I'll see what happens when I wash it off. I don't know if this is what tubing mascara is all about. I don't know what I think of it. It's kind of thick too. And I like my lashes a little bit more individualized, I guess. I'm coming back over for my second coat and I'm really hoping I see a big difference. I am seeing a big difference. It definitely makes a difference with the second coat. I think you need to put a minute in between each one. It like kind of pulls. It gives like a, oh, I can't describe it. It almost feels like a tight hug on your eyelid, on the lash line. My lashes look very, very long, but very, very thick. So I'm going to keep going on to the bottom here. I'm a little intimidated to do the bottom, but we'll try it. I'm just not seeing, like, I guess I'm just not seeing the big to-do between this and some other really good mascaras. I mean, it's only $9, so it's not like a waste of money. Yeah. I mean, I guess I get it. I'm not entirely wowed by it. Well, I mean, I guess maybe I am with the top. It's very, very thick, and I guess it's just a different type of lash look that I need to get used to. Okay, I just think that's a little too thick for me on the bottom, but maybe I'll get used to it. It's really, okay, I like it on the top. I'm not liking it on the bottom. Seems a little clumpy, it's just a little too much. It's a little too boisterous on my little bottom lashes. The wand is completely dry now, so I'm just going to stop. All right, so it did a very remarkable job on the top lashes. Again, you know, a look that I'm not used to. Not that I think it's terrible or bad, just got to kind of let it set in for a moment. It's setting in, and I'm liking the top. I still am not a fan of the bottom. The bottom just, to me, it's that furry spider leggy kind of, yeah. I'm not going to give up on it just yet. I'm going to try it again, and we'll see what comes of that. I'll just finish my face off now. This was like my big to-do, and it's kind of much ado about nothing. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about it for a minute and just let myself get acclimated to this look. I'm going to use my Pure Nude by Essence. Just touch of this on. Baked blush, love them, love them, love them. Have several from Milani, and I love the Milani line. So the fact that I'm not really, you know, crazy about the tubing mascara is not anything against their product line. It's just potentially not the right one for me. All right, so the blush is spot on. Try a new Sephora gloss that I picked up. This one is called Red Sand, and I think it's just a regular lip gloss. Gel Gloss Ultra Brilliant Ultra Shine Lip Gel. Lip gel. It's a lip gel. Okay, so I haven't tried a lip gel either. Ooh, that gave a really funky suction sound. This is an interesting applicator. It's like, you know, curvy. It looks like an hourglass. All right, let's see. Well, that is nice. Oh, it's minty. Really love this gloss. Okay, so this is another one that you get a lot on the applicator at first. I really wish that it didn't grab so much all the time because it's a little thick. And then I feel like it gets wasted because, well, I don't know if what happens when you put it back down in there, if it pulls it, pushes it all up and off and makes the whole wand all messy. But I don't need quite this much on the applicator at first. So if you just use one side of it, but then I get worried that I'm wasting it, pushing it back in, and it's pushing it back up. And, we have that kind of that off balance of what's coming out, what's going in, what's going on. That color is just striking. Okay, so again, I did all this without my glasses on. I keep doing that. I just keep getting in the flow, and then I get used to not being able to see, and then there we go. All right, let me just put this on. It's the lips. Oh my gosh, I love the lips. Yeah. Yes, these are really pretty. Okay, that eyeshadow too. Here we go. I'll give you guys another look at this. All put together with the full face and lashes. And then the lashes. So, okay, so another thing I noticed when I put my glasses on, and I am very in tune with this, is they're not touching my lenses. So that's a good thing. But I know with some of my other mascaras, they actually do touch my lenses. So I don't know if that's a differentiation in the lengthening or the positioning. Like maybe this lifted my lashes up more, which it certainly did have a lifting effect, which would take away from the, sticking out and rubbing on my lenses. So that's a big bonus. I like that. But I don't know if it makes it as long as some of my others. So, being a girl in glasses and makeup is tough sometimes. All right, so the eyelashes, if you guys can see them, they are very thick along the lash line, so no need for tight lining here because it's not, I do like it. It's not a bad thickness. I do not like it on my bottom lashes. I've been looking at it now and I just don't. It's too thick. It makes each lash a little bit too thick. And it's probably my lashes. They're very short and I have a lot of them, but they kind of seem to be spread apart. So it's almost like that does a disservice because the mascara can glap up on each individual one more than if you had more lashes closer together, that it would, those would kind of serve as bristles that would tame what is coming off of the wand. That's my assessment anyway. So I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm not going to say hip hip hooray, but I'm not going to say it's an ixnay. What I'm going to do is just watch it for the rest of the day. I'm going to keep my eye on smudging. Where do I notice it flaking? It says no flaking. It really does give you a great description. 16-hour clump proof, smudge proof wear, effortlessly removes with just warm water. And that's a huge benefit to me. 93% had instantly lifted, longer looking lashes. Okay, so that's what I was talking about, that lift. And it does do that. It absolutely does do that. I love Milani. I really wanted to just fall drop dead in love with this mascara. And yeah, ooh, fuzz. Maybe I will. It just, love takes time. I keep going back to the density of it along my lash line, and maybe that's just where I need to give it some time. And I need to give it credit for doing that because it does do that. So, oh, and the other thing was I did not curl my lashes, so maybe curling my lashes would also help maybe kind of spread out the product. All right, so final thoughts. I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to try it for a while. I'm going to use it more than once. I'm going to use it with a lash curler. And going to reserve my judgment for now. I do like it on the top. I'm going to reserve my judgment about the bottom. And if it doesn't smudge, then it's definitely going to get bonus points in my book. I love the fact that it doesn't touch my glasses. I love the fact that it gave great lift. I love the fact that it definitely brings drama to the eyelashes. Maybe I just need to temper my hand. So, you know, again, I always kind of attribute it to myself or my technique before I attribute it to the product. Because sometimes you just have to learn, you have to acclimate and learn to use different products a little differently than maybe what you're used to. So, the e.l.f. eyeshadow just is so pretty, as always. Blends beautifully, applies beautifully. The color tones are so pretty. And it's kind of a softer look that I love. Okay, blush. Love Big Blush. Love this color. That's a big score. I really am loving the lip gloss. The lip gel. Now, it says gel, and it was thick going on. Like I said, I used everything that was on the applicator, and I'm not sure I needed to. So, again, back to that technique thing. Maybe not so much. You just use one side of it and rub it around. And distribute it around. But the color is just super gorgeous, and it feels nice. It feels really nicely on. It doesn't have a gritty feel. You know, sometimes you can use lip gloss and it feels gritty, and that's disgusting. So this feels really nice. Slight mint at first, but it's gone. And of course, I love my Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. That's always a sure bet. What else did I use? That's it. I think that's it. Okay, so thanks for hanging out with me and being with me as I tried out this new tubing mascara. If you've tried it and you love it and you have any helpful hints, leave me a comment. If you tried it and it didn't work for you, leave me a comment. Then I won't feel so all alone. Overall, I am pleased, but I will give this a wear test and see what's what, and I will leave it in the comments below. My day-long evaluation of this mascara and, in fact, the blush and the eyeshadow, you know, and the lip gloss for sure, because this is the first time I've tried a Sephora lip gel. A lip gel. I keep calling it a gloss, but it is a gloss. Does it say gloss or does it just say gel? It says gloss and gel. It says gel gloss. So, okay. Have a great night, everybody, and I will see you next time.